Eu sei que o R não existe. É. O que é isto? Está mesmo a malhar. Como outra. Contra a sala comunal.
Revelio.
Rebellion.
Lumos.
Hasta por todos.
Protego. Lumos.
Caralho. Ai, Jesus. Ai, vai ser despedido hoje.
Revelio.
Ui. Já estou no quarto do outro. Vou roubar as maçãs. Bora. Olha, não me digas. Obrigado pela sua subscrição. Deste canal mensalmente. Bem, eu isto posso explorar depois, não é? Este cabrão só come.
I can't go on there.
Oh, caralho.
Revelio.
Porra. Porque se tentar subir, puxa um para trás. Eu não me acredito. Olha. Tranca nível 2. Que também comes bolo. Não estou a fazer nada de jogo.
Revelio.
Bem, vamos lá então.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry. Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Sou eu de quê? Estás a falar como se eu não estivesse aqui ou quê? Oh. Oh. Não, swallow.
Can I help you?
Salo.
Ah, you're the new 5th year.
Sim, sim.
I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to
Pois.
school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive.
Thank you.
Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Yeah, no problem. Foi emocionante.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
verdade.
Indeed.
Obrigado, Filipe,
And
pelos
how
54
did you
euros da
escape?
prazo.
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press.
Obrigado, mano.
You just
Obrigado,
get yourself
pá.
settled. We can talk more later.
Agora
What
falas
book
mais
were you
bocado.
reading? A spellbook I picked up.
Obrigado, amigo.
Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Ok. Como assim?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts?
Quais?
Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time.
Ok.
It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Might want to think that again.
Olha, olha.
Not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you.
Hello, Himilda Reis.
They should have listened to me.
Aham.
Ah, I know who you are.
claro.
You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
Próprio.
Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
Obrigado.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Acredito. E lá. Queria que eles tivessem.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Epa, fogo.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Ok, boa.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Eu gosto dela, tem mania, mas gosto.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
Opa, agora
I
vou ser
make
chato.
the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the
Agora fui
castle
chato
and
com
around
ela.
the Quidditch pitch to
Fui
clear the
chato com
mind.
ela.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Ai, Imelda. Então não ir embora. Olha o OVNIs Gunte.
I think I heard one.
Sou eu.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting.
É verdade.
Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Boa,
Nice to
estou
meet you,
Minder.
Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Obrigado, obrigado.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Costumam aparecer sereias.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Ah.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Ok.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Ok.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Opa, oh, tá bem. Obrigado, fofa. What? Aí, brutal, opa. Vocês não vos acontece, eu acho que já falei disto. Não vos acontece quando vão ao cinema, ver uma ou estão a ver uma série, ou estão, por exemplo, pegando no caso do Harry Potter. Vocês já às vezes não param, tipo, ou não vão para o banho, ou não estão assim no vosso dia a dia na rua e fazem tipo assim, tipo. E bem se as cenas começam a mexer ou se algo bem para vocês, tipo. Hã? Não? Eu faço ué. Eu faço ué, yeah, com a luz e tudo. Eia, mano, fogo, eu faço, mano.
I can't believe Black is still the headmaster. He obviously hates the job.
Good morning.
Olá,
I
bom
trust
dia,
you're
bom
ready
dia.
for your first day at Hogwarts?
Foi
I've
bicho.
been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the
Okay.
most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall
tá,
behind.
claro.
Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Names?
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Ok.
Here you are.
Oh, obrigado. Ei, cara, que eu já aprendi tudo.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be
Ok.
wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Shit.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have.
Ok.
Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Epá, estou a gostar muito do jogo, por acaso.
This way.
Sou sincero.
I
problema é que agora apetece-me estar sempre a jogar
like the
isto.
field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Revelio.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Ok, ok, já entendi. Olha. Então, caralho, mas tu não bens. Oh.
Do
Sim,
keep
a
up.
música ambiente está top. Eu gosto muito destas músicas.
Why don't you cast Revelio on
Revelio.
and see what details the field guide can provide?
Estátua de Cavalo do Lago. Esta é uma estátua de cavalo do lago, um demónio da água que muda de forma e que é nativo da Irlanda e da Grã-Bretanha. Ele geralmente assume a forma de um cavalo de crina longa. O maior cavalo do lago, já relatado, é o monstro do Lago Ness, na Escócia. BBC Vida Selvagem. Eu estava a dizer isso. Sim, não aconteceu nada especial, mas gosto da envolvência do jogo. Desafios de guia de campo são a única maneira de obter pontos de experiência. Ai, com caralho. Este é o nível de magia. Obtida de desafios aumenta o nível de poder. Guia de campo monitora a progressão. Seleciona o Eia bem.
Oh, yeah.
Ai, com caraças. Rabbit HD! Muito obrigado, menino!
Revelio.
Keep your eyes
Pelo
open
teu
for
rei,
more
né?
opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Ok. Tenho que estar com atenção a isto. O que é que eu fiz? Não foi essa live? Ainda vou jantar. Que horas são? Caralho. Pois, este é das cobras. Sou da escola, da pior escola do jogo, mano. Da Slytherin.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity
Toda a
to
gente
show
diz que é
you
a
how
pior
to
escola
use
de
blue
jogo,
flames
mano.
to get around a bit
Parte
quicker.
inferior.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Abrir o mapa. Aonde? Ah, viagens rápidas, ok. Hogwarts é dividido em duas áreas principais. O lado esquerdo do mapa é onde os alunos e os professores moram. Ok. Inclui as salas comunais das casas e o salão principal. Ok. Seleciona a região da Grande Escadaria para continuar. Grande Escadaria. A magnífica escadaria de Hogwarts. Pois é a única que eu tenho acesso, né? Nesta tela você vê as chamas de flu disponíveis na região. Chamas de flu verdes representam as chamas que você descobriu, incluindo a sala comunal. Chamas de flu cinza revelam o local de chamas não descobertas. Ok. Lá, ok. De flu, ela deu central.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Ok.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Ok.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Ok.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Ah.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding
Aldeia de
village in
bruxos, na
Britain, and is home
Grã-Bretanha.
to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Oh, caralho, I know.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls.
Ok, já
A
entendi.
mastery of Defense
Dominar
Against the
a
Dark
fe-
Arts
ok.
is required for those who aspire to become
Horror.
healers. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that
Ok,
regard.
tá bom. Pode-me contar mais sobre a aula?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect.
Magias,
Spells,
feitiços,
charms,
azarações.
jinxes, all terribly useful.
Tudo muito
I
útil.
think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a
Mas
talented
Professor
teacher.
Ronan era o tio de Ronans.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Obrigado.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily,
Thank
your
you.
professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Epá, até estou a gostar da professora.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Eu estou a gostar dela.
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of
Gostei de ver
spellcasting.
dela.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately,
Não fales
it would
nas
seem that it
ruínas.
chose us.
Não fales.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Vai lá.
Thank you.
Ora essa.
Good luck today.
Obrigado.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Ok.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Esqueçam um filme aqui, tipo, isto é o jogo. Isto é o jogo.
Revelio.
Estamos safe.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Ai, já mexi bem todo. Fogo! Oh! Epa!
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
Acho que esta era mais.
It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Understood, Professor.
Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be
Antes de acabarmos o episódio, que não há de faltar muito para acabar o
Harry
Potter hoje, gostava de ver o que era uma aula.
And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Ok. Você pode acompanhar missões. Ok, abri o mapa. Isto representa as missões principais. Concluir as missões principais avança a história. Desbloqueia novos recursos e concede experiência. Ok. Algumas missões são bloqueadas por requisitos de feitiço ou nível. Nesses casos, você precisa ter o nível ou o feitiço necessário para ativar a missão. Novos feitiços podem ser obtidos completando as tarefas dos professores ou como recompensa por completar as missões. Ok. Tenho uma pergunta, que é, dependendo da turma em que ficamos, eu já fiz, mas não reparei o que é que vocês disseram. A história é toda diferente? Ou a história é sempre esta, mas noutra turma? As sidequests é que mudam. Ok. Ok, fixe. Era isso que eu queria saber. Oi, o que é que eu fiz?
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. Okay. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Ok.
Rebellion.
Uma bússola. Olha que top.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora.
Oh,
Pardon me if I
Nora.
seem a little distracted
Não
at the
faz
moment.
mal, não faz mal.
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before.
Isto pode ser uma
If
missão
I know
secundária, né?
Hogwarts, and I
Imaginem.
do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of
Gostava
this
muito
one,
de
I'll
viver na
know what to do
altura em
with
que
all
isto
of them.
aconteceu.
As good a place as any to
Vocês
begin.
sabem que isto aconteceu, não é? Antigamente. Gostava bué de viver nesta altura.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough.
Ou seja, isto é
I
uns
hope you'll have
quadros.
better luck than I have.
São estes quadros.
Do come
Revelio.
find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Oh, caralho.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Até agora. Isto é uma side quest. Cobra já abriu portas, deve ter sido uma época fantástica. Pá. Olha, 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 olha o gajo. O gajo a guiar-me.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Que é isto?
What are you up to
Something
now?
else too. A dash of powdered bat spleen, I think.
Ai, não estou a perceber nada. Acredito ter encontrado o local retratado na pintura. Curiosamente, uma mariposa que se parece muito com as esculpidas na moldura. Aqui, me pergunto se há uma maneira de retirá-la e colocá-la. Ok. Larga o R2. Eu nunca tive o R2 clicado.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Top, isto foi uma boa side quest. Estão a ver que eu já sei jogar?
Muito obrigado pela donation neste canal.
Revelio.
Fonte do Salão Central. Páginas do guia. Uma fonte ornada com estátuas intrincadamente entalhadas de habitantes do mundo bruxo, incluindo um conjunto de sereias de pedra que rodeiam a base. Chupem haters! Olha lá, talejas.
Revelio.
Ah, calma, isto é um coiso. Calma. Mexeu?
Handy resource
I have a
indeed,
potion
your
idea
field
that I
guide.
don't write
I'm
down.
most pleased to be included.
Epá, brutal. Ai, caralho. Deixa-me só ali falar com a Leonora.
I think there were doxiers as well.
Sim, isto claro que é uma sequência, deixa cá ver. E há cada cena. Depois a gente explora isso. Hoje é o primeiro dia. Oh, Leonora!
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The more.
Revelio.
I should have seen that.
O que é que eu ganhei? Eu estou a ganhar merdas. Ganhei um traje. O que é isto? Uma estátua. Todos!
Lumos.
Bem, boa, então à primeira aula, ver e...
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
E pronto, e termino. Já terminei em relação ao Fernando Vilarinho. Isto é o seguinte, eu já terminei já terminei a formação. Está tudo feito. Vou-vos dizer que... Pá, vocês não têm noção sei lá, o quão difícil é aquilo. Olha. Depois para vos dizer que eu nestes tempos iniciais só posso usar o Vilarinho se tiver algum responsável maior, porque eu não posso patrulhar sozinho. É uma das regras deles. Portanto, vamos ver.
Revelio.
Há aqui várias questões que é... Olha... Bem, eu depois falo disso. Não, me sai para fora! Vou jogar RP sim. Ou seja, para tudo o que é cenas é Revelium, né?
Lumos.
Para tudo o que é para revelar. Isto é aqui em cima.
Revelio.
Não, eu vou jogar daqui a nada. Eu vou terminar isto às 10 mais ou menos. Só queria fazer uma aula. Porque eu depois vou pôr isto no YouTube. Portanto, não queria ter episódios assim também tão grandes. O que é isto? Olha!
Obrigado pela subscrição.
Porra! Olha, claro.
Revelio.
Então o que é isto? Mas isto não faz nada.
Oh dear, not sure what kind
Revelio.
of that.
Estou com drops, sim, eu sei.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Olha que fixe. Isto é do professor Figo. Isto é um easter egg fazer isto. Vem? Viram? Isto caiu?
Revelio.
Oh, yeah.
Agora já não me lembro é como é que se resolvia. Os drops são cenas, são skins, são coisinhas assim. Não, eu comecei agora. Pá, queria só ir ver aqui a missão, mas... Obrigado pelo raid! NR2K! Como é que foi essa live?
Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Protego.
Não dá esta estátua. Estou-vos a ouvir, só para avisar. A aula é aqui, ok. Mas porquê é que tem aqui isto? Ok. Pronto, vamos então fazer uma missão. para terminar e para ver como é que isto é.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Hello, Nettie.
So you are the new student.
Yeah.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
No.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Eu.
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Obrigado pelo rei G. Martins. Como é que foi essa live? Metine. O NR2K e tu, o que é que tiveste de fazer, pá? O que é isto? Firma sobre ela e guia pela trajetória do símbolo aprendendo do feitiço. Ah, ok. Ah, isto já fizemos. Aqui, ó.
Aqui, ó.
Aqui, ó. Jesus, top.
That is not bad.
Pois.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Boa. Dropou outro jogo. Oh, o que aconteceu? Estou em live ainda.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
Okay.
So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Right. Com caralho. Parece aquele gajo que tem um canal de YouTube indiano a fazer umas casas no barro.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Ok. Ai Jesus, o que é que eu vou fazer?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to push the sphere as far as... Very good! Don't lose your composure.
Já entendi, ok.
Excellent. Not to worry.
Entendi, ok, agora já entendi.
Splendid!
Então.
Happens to the best of us.
Mas eu estou a largar.
Very good. Points to Slytherin.
Não larguei, foi o
Well, there's
R2.
certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
Ok.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Quem é que começa? És tu?
Watch this. There we go.
Já me fodeu.
Aqui.
Very good. Here we go. Quite impressive.
Ah, pois é impressionante, não é? Falha. Epá, poça, sério.
That is how it's done.
Aqui.
Fiz merda. Avariou a puta da varinha. 50.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Que puta de leite. Mas eu tentei mandar, mas eu não consegui mandar direcional. Ah, tinha que ser com o esquerdo
Let us
também.
make
Com o
this
direito,
a bit
aliás.
more interesting, shall we?
Ele vai explicar agora, se calhar. Ui.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Ah, já entendi.
This round settles it all.
Olha lá, minha linda.
Let us see this.
É? Vamos ver. Sai para fora.
I know everything, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Don't lose your composure.
Here we go.
Fudeu.
Yes! Not exactly your typical lesson. Not that I mind.
Epá, foda-se, estás doido ou quê?
Keep trying.
Fuck, merda!
Be sharp. Phew.
That's it. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Vocês não entendem nada. Eu deixei que ela ganhasse. Isto a nível histórico agora, nos sidequests. Ai, mãe do céu.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Beber uma cerveja com ela a homens de
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you.
Tranquilo.
Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence.
Obrigado.
I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
O Wagadu é grande. O Wagadu. Tu não é Uganda? Mas se calhar ali mala.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
More Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Wagadu.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without the wand.
Ela agora vai me ensinar.
I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
Ok, é diferente.
I remember the first time I saw it. The mist was so thick, I could hardly make out anything at all.
Enxergar.
And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Ok.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Oh, sério?
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Ok. Olha, obrigado.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts.
Ok.
I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Tá bem.
Until next time.
Bye.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
Revelio.
Well, you'd be using it.
Tanta coisa a revelar aqui.
You know it won't work on humans.
Máquina, vou embora.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected?
Verdade.
Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
Okay.
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Ciao, Ron.
Revelio.
Ok. Como é que eu... Olha agora que é sério. Uou! Tem que ir por aqui, é?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Tem-se vai embora. Bem. É por aqui.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Sim. Como é que se grava agora?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Que gentileza.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities.
Eu sou gajo humilde, caralho.
Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his.
Problema.
Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Ok.
Revelio.
Revelio. Bem, malta. E acho que fizemos então as 2 horas de...
Madame Kagawa is certainly strict. I thought flying was supposed
de
to be
stream.
fun.
Gostaram? Epá, calem-se com a puta de roleplay, pá. Já disse que já vou.
My sister organised Quidditch practice all summer to prepare for this year.
Este gajo nem me segue, está aqui para mais roleplay.
Imelda Reyes acts as if she invented Quidditch.
Nem segue o canal.
I think I'd have made an excellent seeker.
É fixe, né?
I have a sharp eye. Can spot the shadow of the demiguise in the snow.
É um jogo fixe. Então, isto é só gato, só gatola.
That's when everything
O que
changes.
faz sempre este?
That's absurd. You could pick any point in history and
Ai,
say
estão
that's when
magrinhos com
everything
caralho.
changed.
Olha que não anda como a Nami, não.
All the time.
Oh!
That's the point of history.
Opa!
I'd hardly say that's the point of history.
Está para mandar
One
abaixo,
could
não.
argue that 1692 was especially unique. Yes, and I had a chief family.
Caralho!
Goblins, werewolves,
Really mastered that one, haven't you?
In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it,
Revelio.
magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what?
Accio.
I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight, fight. It's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Peeves a
I've
sack.
always said
She
that
it's
travel
a boot,
broadens the
he said it's a
mind.
flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all
Ah,
detention.
esta tal cena.
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Caralho, que é este gajo? Não se cala.
Revelio.
Platonagem neste canal.
Olha, olha! Está a revelar qualquer coisa. Olha, foi. Gostei muito, pá. Gostei muito do jogo. Sou sincero. O quê? Dá para mudar isto? Esperem lá. Os verdes são os melhores, os que estão assim a verde? Olha, tenho uma boina, meu. Será que isto foi que eu ganhei? Não tem propriedades. Ah, mas curto. Curto a luva. Eu tenho é que ter isto vermelho, porque o verde não aparece em stream. Olha, curto. E dá para vender. Mas se calhar eu não linkei as contas e não recebi as merdas. Se calhar agora já não dá, né? Que merda, mano. Devia ter linkado. Bem, temos que explorar isto no próximo episódio. Ah, já tenho isto. Mano, se soubesse um RP disto ia ser incrível, meu. Ok, malta. Olhem, gostei muito. Vamos ver depois como é que isto vai surgir aqui no YouTube. A ideia é levar isto para o YouTube. Vou tirar isto, vou ocultar isto aqui da Twitch. Um grande abraço, claro. Um grande abraço para o YouTube. Podem me seguir em www.twitch.tv/move_mind. MoveMind na Prozis, MoveMind na Solverde. Põe exclamação IG no meu chat. E também aqui na descrição vocês têm aqui a cena dos meus links, daquilo que eu faço, do que eu gosto de fazer. Sou um entertainer, gosto muito de jogos, relato coisas na televisão e sou muito bonito. Treinava para modelo da Dolce Gabbana. De resto já sabem, obrigado por estarem aí, estamos juntos, fiquem ligados e até já. Tchau, tchau, divirtam-se.